What made you get into contracting in the first place?
Love the tractors. I just love the contracting, being here, there and everywhere, yeah.
So, David, we're out here in the outskirts, I suppose, of Honiton. It's Alascombe today, and it is an absolutely cracking day. And from first impressions landed down to the yard, you're obviously a big slurry man.
Yes.
Especially the big bit of kit there behind you. Slurry would be the biggest part of your operation.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what you started off doing.
Started off in, yeah.
Tell me a little bit about how you managed to get here, because obviously this is a long way from where you started.
Yeah, I was quite happy going out with one tractor and a silage trailer, and yeah, it just progressed, and now we're 4 tractors, 2 umbilical systems, tankers, trailers, forager, balers. Just kept going, opportunities arose and I just took them.
Yeah, because the slurry cat behind you, you have another lady arriving, if I'm right, at the end of the week.
I've been told that. That's when it's meant to be turning up to match this one that I bought in end of October. This one landed. So it's 3,500 gallon loading arm. It's all dribble bar ready on the back, because now it's going into the stage where we're going to do more dribble barring than splash plating, because they're going to try and ban the splash plating, I think. Yeah. So yeah, dribble bars are the way. So. But
it's not just tanks in your arsenal here anyway. There's something a little bit different there behind you, parked up, the engine pump trailer that you just got.
Yep, I had that built, me and a chap called PHS Engineering from Columpton. We designed it with him to carry the rear slurry cat reeler, and it's fully remote control with a John Deere engine on it that's built by Bauer. You were saying you carry a quad on that as well to make it easier? Underneath the compressor is where you put the quad bike. So we can have one tractor go out with the whole gang with everything on it, but we send 2 blokes out all the time because usually one's stirring, this is pumping. Yeah, so it's quite a bit of kit. Cost a bit. They've made a very good job of it. Yeah, it's a great one-man band piece of kit. As well as that, something you were pointing out behind me is the top fill pumps. Top fill pumps, yeah. You have a couple of them. Yeah, 2 of them are 32 foot long and a 24 foot. One's a Storf, one's a GEA. Basically, you'd have a gang of tankers on. You'd have one of those pumps in the pit, and he would agitate it. We use a lot with sand pits. Depending on how thick the slurry is, you'll block the tankers before you'll stop pumping with one of those. Slurry cat also seems to be a theme here in the yard. You've got the 2750 here as well. You have the 3.5 and you have another 3.5 coming. Yeah. What made you kind of go for slurry cat? Does what it says on the tin. It works. Always had a very good relationship with them. And they've always had my back. Any parts, ring them up, they get sent on. Yeah, it just works. Do you know what I mean? It's always done what I wanted it to do, and they've been good people to deal with the slurry side.
I know you were saying obviously a good few opportunities arose between now and when you started.
Yeah, a few.
What kind of got you here, do you think? Because would you have thought you'd be where you are today?
No way would I think that I'd be chopping grass, 2 umbilical systems, all the kit that I got now. I would never have thought I'd be doing it. You know, it's not easy. It's had its ups and downs. Some nights you get back to the yard and you think, why am I bothering? But you just got to get through that and plough on and keep going, do the job to the best ability you can. That's what we pride ourselves on doing it properly, doing it safely, and doing a good service.
When was it that you actually started off contracting?
I would have started on my own in 2011.
With a few spells in New Zealand in between?
Yeah, went and done that.
Yeah.
Good crack.
Because was that, I think you were telling me, was that why you bought the 820 that you have?
Yeah, I've always liked the older ones. They were good tractors. It was the tractor that you saw other people driving around when you were younger and were like, oh, I really like that tractor. I went and drove one for a couple of months in New Zealand. Yeah, she was on 5,000 hours when I bought it. And that was 2 years ago, and now it's on, 9.
Yeah, because the hours tend to be quite high around here. I suppose the umbilical has just kept going all the time.
Yeah.
And how do you manage that in the summer? Because I know you were telling me it gets quite full on when you're doing kind of the drilling and then going into the first cut of silage.
Yeah.
Because you're running 4 tractors yourself.
4 tractors myself, and then 2 subcontractors, and then I have another 2 that come on with their own trailers. This time of the year is nice. I'm not going to big it up and say it's chilled out, but it's still busy, but you've only got slurry to organise.
Yeah.
Whereas you start getting to the tanking, the maize drilling, the first cut, everything going on. Stay on top of that, it takes a lot.
Because you were saying, is it one of your workers, Ryan, he tends to keep an eye on the umbilical side?
He keeps an eye on the umbilical. I would speak to the customers, they would ring me. I would give him the list. He'll go through it. He tells me he loves doing it. But he will know what he's doing and where he's going and talk to the customers to try and, it takes a little bit of edge off me. Yeah, I would probably say between 2,000 and 2,500 hours of the 3,000 hours and the 720 it's done a year, it would have been on an umbilical system.
And it's great to have, I suppose, reliable workers on top of that, like you were saying, like to have somebody who's able to organise themselves. I won't keep you for too much longer because I know obviously, even though you're saying you're quiet, there's always something going on in the background. So I'll let you go for now, and thanks a million for having us out for a socially distanced chat.
Not a problem.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.